The recording has started, my lord.
All right, Castle. You don't sleep.
Oh, yay!
You don't. You just can't. You start like to drift off, but then there's another creaking. There's people walking by the house every so often outside of this late night. No one walks this late at night, not unless they're doing something shady. And just so much stress from before, and you just like kind of amnesticized your own brother.
Yep,
Who's
sure
also
did.
here. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, so he stays awake.
Are you staying awake in your room? Are you staying in the basement? Where are you?
He's probably in the living room. Like after sleeping doesn't happen and he keeps hearing the creaking, he's like, I'm gonna go fucking sit in the living room. It's centralized if anyone comes in, which is paranoid of me, I know, but at least I'll be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in living room, he has stashed a kitchen knife nearby. He's just reading the newspaper. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. How about coffee? You gonna take some coffee?
I'll roll. What the fuck?
Well,
What the?
that's
Wait.
two. That's two
No.
exclamation points there.
That's a 19. That's wrong.
It's a bit wrong.
There we go. That's correct.
You're strong. You're strong. It hurts, but you're strong.
I'm not gonna do it. He glances at it several times. It's just. Maybe no.
Maybe just a little bit. No.
Just a
Slight twinge in your stomach. No.
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 Turns so his chair is facing away from the kitchen.
So you stay up, and just as like the sun is beginning to show, the house is slightly being lit up by natural light, you hear the door to the basement open. Someone walk up the stairs.
What time is it? Ow, my emotions.
It's like 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Okay, so it's a reasonable time for someone who wakes up normally early to be up, despite the fact that he probably looks like shit.
Yeah, other than that, yeah.
Then Castle will get up and head to the kitchen. No. And just start cooking something so he's facing away.
Okay. Looking away, so you only really hear the person get to the main landing.
Morning.
Hey. You hear someone kind of come close to the kitchen, lean up against the door frame.
You want an omelet?
Look at you fucking early riser.
Yep. Doesn't stop when you go on vacation.
Guess so. You didn't, right?
No.
Okay.
He says, and he kind of points to the coffee machine that hasn't made any coffee yet.
So he looks over that. There's like a pause of like, I didn't see that. It's easy to see, but I didn't see that. Nope. No. I'm in control. This is that pause of like, I'm stupid.
Oh, baby,
like,
no.
Right. Yeah. Just making sure, I know some people can easily hide stuff like that.
Yeah. Tempted, but not today.
Right. Yeah, you know what? Sure, I guess I'll have an omelet.
Cool. They're not great omelets. They're okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's edible.
He eat some. We like do something when we got home. Did we smoke up? Sorry. Did we smoke up? He's like oh right, our parents in this house is so quiet. I'm not in the basement right now.
Yeah.
Right. I just remember the bean.
Yeah, I was pretty much
We had ice
around
cream.
the.
We had ice cream, right?
Huh?
We had ice cream, right? You still don't know me ice cream.
You said we didn't get ice cream, right? He said.
Did we?
Uh. He thinks. No, I think I still owe you ice cream.
Good. Well, nice parts I remember is nice. Must have took a lot last night.
Hmm. Bad dreams.
Just weird dreams. Fine. Not bad. It's cool. It's cool.
He kind of looks at him, furrows his brows a little bit. It was from.
Hmm?
I'm thinking, one sec.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said like something.
Oh, he said, "Was that from?" and then kind of trailed off. Because I'm debating a lie here. But the problem is I don't have a lot of willpower to back me up.
You don't. You don't.
And so
But
my high rolls
he's
aren't
not
great.
gonna get full. Depending on what he rolls, he's not. It's not gonna be like, I know what you're lying about, and now I remember everything. It's not gonna be one of those situations.
Right. God, I need subterfuge. Jesus Christ.
Castle internally. I need to lie better.
Also, castle internally. I'm so bad at lying. Do you remember what you had last night?
What I had?
Yeah.
Like,
Before we went to sleep.
No, I don't. Probably some of the good stuff, though, I guess.
Mm. Really bad dreams?
No, they're fine.
I don't need empathy, I already know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A weird taste in my mouth, though. That's about it.
It's all that common with jet lag.
Maybe. I remember having a weird taste in my mouth after a bit. Maybe I didn't use jet lag. Did I?
I think so.
Maybe I just didn't drink water last night or something. Ugh.
Still nightmares. That doesn't seem like a good side effect.
Probably not. Not nightmares. I'm scary. I'm fine.
You look out of it.
You look like shit too.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Well, then I'd rather be shit-faced off of drugs than shit-faced off of life. He looks at himself like, that's a good saying. I should write that down. I'm proud of myself.
Castle sort of makes a face just
Look, it's fine. People have bad dreams sometimes.
non-flashbacks.
Thanks for the eggs.
Yeah. Did you figure out if you're coming with us to church today or not?
Why do you think I'm up early?
Drugs at the that's true.
I'm getting up before the good parents so I can sneak the hell out.
Oh, really? Where are you going?
Meet up with some friends. About it. I haven't been to church since Like he does like the whole like slammer door sort
Hmm.
of motion with his hands.
Hmm.
And everyone's just gonna think I'm the big disappointment.
Well, I'm going.
Oh no, like you. You're a
No,
charming personality.
I am sure Dad has talked to people about me. I'm almost positive.
Probably has. Maybe you should sneak out too.
Nope, I'm gonna face this one head on. It's gonna be terrible.
Just make sure you don't take it to the face.
We'll see. He eats his omelet.
Your brother eats his omelet.
Trying to figure out how to fucking. I don't have willpower. Damn it, not sleeping. Damn.
That's what we call an oof moment.
Yeah, it sure is.
Do you have a risk?
I have nothing.
You should have a risk. Your risk should reset.
But you need to burn willpower to risk, don't you?
No. You can risk. You don't have to burn willpower to risk.
Oh, okay.
That's the entire point of a risk.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
At least how I run it. I know other teams do different stuff.
He looks at him and he says, "You sure you don't want to come suffer with me?"
God, no. You just called it suffering. What the fuck?
It's exactly what it is.
Listen, I gave you a way out, alright? I offered my olive branch.
Go hang out with your friends.
Or at the very least, just get out of the house and then do your own thing. You don't have to follow me around.
I can maybe meet up with you afterwards.
Maybe.
If I'm not burned at the stake.
Or you don't just melt in front of the church building.
I'm not crucified. I don't start on fire the moment I step on holy ground.
Yeah. Or if you and Dad don't get into another fight because you can't actually set foot on holy ground.
That too. Imagine that.
That'd probably suck.
I don't think so. Just need to get married in a park or something.
Parks are nice.
Mm-hmm. Especially ones that don't have giant holes in them. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Saw they filled in the other old park.
Yeah, I did.
They're actually doing pretty decent.
I bet. I used to hide shit down there though.
Well, now you can feed the koi.
Mm-mm.
Maybe don't feed them drugs.
It wasn't drugs.
Mm.
It wasn't enough for that.
What'd you put down there then? What, Pokemon cards?
Some. I didn't trust things in the house. I didn't trust people not to touch my stuff. So. And no one wanted to really climb down to the hole, so.
I climbed down the hole.
Yeah, you didn't find my shit, did you? See?
Give young Castle a good 4 days. Oh, he totally found the shit.
Young Castle, you totally found his stuff. Yeah, he had probably like candy collection, stuff like that.
He's like,
Some wrappers.
it's like, oh, I found it.
What?
Yeah, I didn't take anything.
No, you didn't.
I did not. There's a candy collection, some Pokemon cards. What else was there? You had a Walkman down there.
Oh, fuck you.
It's fine.
Kind of crosses his arms and let's just like squinches up in his chair a little bit.
It was pretty well hidden.
Yeah, well hidden enough. Still found it.
Well, it didn't take anything.
Matter.
So. What time are you planning on heading out?
As soon as I'm done this egg.
How far is he along with his egg?
It's like halfway eating it now.
Okay. What time do from Castle's previous childhood knowledge, what time do the parents usually come down on church days?
Usually like 7:30.
Okay.
Get everything eaten and set up by 8, and then out of the house by 8:30 to get to the church by 9.
Okay. Well, Castle certainly won't delay his brother to escape. He understands that feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll finish off his egg and then grumble away.
See you later.
Heads back down to the basement. Hear some things shuffle and move around and come back up with his backpack. Like,
Okay.
yeah, see ya.
Slaps down in empathy. Am I back to withdrawal minuses, or am I normal?
You didn't drink coffee last night, right?
I do not.
And you didn't drink coffee the night before.
I had drinking it that
Oh.
day.
That day, and then you didn't drink it last night, so you didn't have minuses last night.
Right.
But yes, you will. You're back to minuses now.
Woo! Yeehaw!
You can see he wants to get out of here. You can also see he's a bit of disappointment. Something to do with the prior conversation, at least the end of it. There's some like sort of wrapped in a little bit of anger. Can't get much more than that with that roll though,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Hey, Rue.
Hmm.
What's on your mind?
Nothing right now.
That's bullshit.
I find a church. Moves off to the door.
Castle gives him a look of just like, I can read you, motherfucker.
He gives the look of course you can. Fucking therapist.
It's eyebrow talking. The patented eyebrow speak of.
The eyebrow of the Datora family.
And Hodak, apparently.
And Hodak, yes. He's fluent in it.
He's known the Del family for years.
Ah yes, Del Toro eye waggles. Something I remember very well.
Opens Hodak's slot, sees language. What's that? Del Toro eye waggle? Holy shit.
Holy shit, it's in here.
Eyebrows go up just like, tell me.
He shakes his head and walks out. He doesn't think he can win a fight with his big brother. He's out of here. A social fight, a talking battle. You retreat to fight another day.
Damn right he will. I'm here for another week.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we'll meander about then for the next, like, it's 6, so like hour or so before his folks wake up. Probably check, make sure agents and stuff are still in the area. You know, so check with Foundation and all that.
Yep. And also, you notice, there are a lot less, not people, but a lot less, like, strangers in your area. Not as many shady individuals walk by.
Oh, damn.
You don't know whether that is because of the Foundation, because of the quote-unquote protection, or because of something else happening.
Don't like that. Or do I? I don't know. He's gonna go for a walk. He's got an hour.
Yeah, an hour. You going on your own walk? Are you trying to find anything? Are you just relaxing? Trying to follow something?
A small walk around the neighborhood, I guess. Just he notices there are some less shady individuals. He's gonna see if that's a perimeter-based thing.
Okay. You walk around. You probably see your brother down the street in the distance, going in a different direction than probably what you're going. But you can take a nice leisurely walk around. If you're watching after him, you can roll perception.
Like as he's walking away?
Yeah.
Sure.
You're watching in the distance.
Like he's not following him, but he watches him walk away.
Of course. I can stop playing his song here then.
Cry, no. One success. Baby success. We're tired.
Okay. Eventually you do see some individuals kind of approach him and walk along with him. They are kind of dressed in the same sort of way as your prior gentleman you met with were.
God damn it, Rue. What's he gotta do about this?
You don't seem to be like fighting or anything, just walking together.
Right. Still no bueno. He'll leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't think following's gonna help that situation.
All right.
And then he'll do his walk around the area.
All right. Able to do your walk around. I know you're looking to see if this is kind of a perimeter-based thing. I'll let you roll another perception or an investigation.
What do I got more? I got a higher perception.
Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So, the shady people you do see come on through look particularly kind of harmless, like homeless people, or just with unfortunate faces, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
As you get further away from your house, though, you do end up seeing some more of the usual brand of shady. The ones dressed out in colors that don't either match up with the entire outfit they have on, or they have a bandana of a certain color representing a different gang, or possibly representing different gangs, or something else. See people that look like dealers, other things like that. And it's very subtle. It could be a perimeter thing, but you don't see anyone turning away people from the area.
Mm-hmm.
You do see a few cars that are parked here and there with people inside. But they look casual. They could be keeping an eye out, but they also just could be some paranoia. It could just be hanging in their vehicles with the music turned up. Mm-hmm. And some people are dressed nicely, other people are dressed, well, street, I suppose you could say. There's no real pattern that you can kind of sort out. But you do notice that, at least, that as you're getting further away, you're getting more into the actual kind of what you expect of Gary.
Okay, so there is something, coincidental or not.
Coincidental or not, there is something.
He'll turn back before he gets stabbed, and
It's a good idea. Some people seem to be eyeing you.
their funeral.
Yeah. They don't know what an army boy you are. Cold-blooded killer.
Whoa. Let's not.
You didn't even blink an eye when you saw that cop get demolished.
That's probably one of the big reasons why he couldn't sleep.
What's wrong with me? You saw your brother's innocence, and you're like, where was that for me?
He's like, I value life. I do. Moment flashes by. I don't. And so he'll head back.
All right, you'll head back. By the time you probably get back, your parents are eating at the table. Father waves you in as you enter again. Still some awkwardness there, of course, but
Oh, it's only gonna get worse.
mhm.
Only way to go is down. Saunters casually downward. He'll nod and head over to the kitchen.
Mhm.
Morning.
Your mother's the first to speak up, wishing you a good morning.
Morning, Mom.
How are you doing?
I'm awake. Fresh air helps. Whoa. He doesn't tack on the cynical bit at the end. This is Mom.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's always a good start. Though you look like you haven't gotten any sleep. Have you been sleeping?
On and off. I think my time zones are all thrown off here.
Mm. Well, get that. Flying in from wherever you flew off. Flew from.
At least 12-hour difference.
Well, I'm so glad I still have you. You still have another 2 weeks to sleep all that better then.
He gives a thin smile. So well intentioned. So untrue.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna be sleeping. I'll definitely try.
Your father speaks up. I was the beast last night.
Handled well.
It always handles well.
Not a scratch on it.
I know. I checked.
What did you check?
When I woke up in the morning.
Oh. Yep. No, it handled well. Just went out. Hung out with Rue. Saw a movie.
Actually, hold on. Just trying to pick my words.
Oh.
Your mother speaks up. That must have been nice.
Yeah. It was good. How are things over here? Calm?
Nod. They nod. Just getting ready to get up. Go out to church soon, as you probably have already guessed. You should get ready soon too.
Can do. And
Nods.
he'll go and he'll change into something slightly nicer.
Mm-hmm.
And then come back down again once it's a little closer to time.
They're already kind of starting to get to the door. Your dad was about to call you, but you came out just in time to not hear the reverberation of his voice throughout the entire house.
Thank God. Well, I suppose no thanks to God. Point is, he'll head out. Kind of go out the, hold the door for Mom. Then Dad's probably close behind, so he'll do it because he's there already.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll go out.
Yeah. You pack into the beast again, just like you did when you were a kid in the back seat.
This vehicle has been recontextualized in all the worst ways.
You drive off to church.
Yeah, we did.
Unless you have a good church song, I do have something you can play.
Sure. Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel. Cheese and Jesus, we found penis.
Ugh. Amazing Grace. Best version by far.
By far! Let me just make sure of something here.
Ah, yes, the thunder of having to go to church.
So, you and your family enter the church. Everyone says their hellos. You are introduced to 100 people you'll probably never meet again by your father.
It begins.
It begins. People ask what you do. What do you tell them?
I'm a therapist.
People nod. It's a good profession.
Nods. Who's hello, I'm a therapist. Hi. Thanks. Good Sunday we're having. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Praise Jesus.
That.
So you have to exchange some pretty awkward and amazing pleasantries
Ah.
before you're all kind of finally seated. And the day goes just as about as you kind of expected would.
Mm-hmm.
There are hymns, some talking, more hymns. Donation tray goes around. Do you donate?
Fuck no.
Okay. So you go to pass it on to your father and your mother. Your dad gives you a look like, come on, not even that, really? You couldn't even spring for this, and puts in two $5 bills instead of just the usual one you know he'd be given.
Take the tray, Dad.
Take the tray, Dad. And things continue on from there. Another slight against thy father.
I'm not giving my money to a church that's not going to be using it for anything but the church. There's charities for that. Give me $5 to a little kid with cancer for stem cell research, something that's proven.
We're not having this argument again.
This is all through eyebrows.
Yeah, this is all through eyebrows. Not even for your mother.
What is don't you dare give me that eyebrow.
Gives you that eyebrow
Bastard.
as the tray leaves. And of course, at the end, the nice church-wide prayer. But they do actually call up those that are sick, that they can pray for them. Mother goes up, of course, and so a mass prayer for your mother is given, and her condition.
I'll begrudgingly participate in that one.
Mm-hmm. Your father thanks you for begrudgingly participating in this one.
Not doing that for you.
Mm-hmm. And then at the end, it's just kind of like mingle as people kind of sometimes somewhat filter out.
Castle will kind of mingle around the church, just take a moment while his father's busy with speaking to someone to kind of wander off.
He looks like he was pretty focused on speaking to you at some point. The eyebrow wrinkles mostly, because perfect happy family in church. No problems at home, not whatsoever.
Never.
But the eyebrows can speak sentences and paragraphs.
I cover mine, for it is a hidden language.
If people say that a picture can speak 1,000 words, then your family's eyebrows are Picasso.
We've told stories of wars with our eyebrows alone.
Yep. But eventually, of course, the father of this church, at least, actually does kind of come over to your family, wish you a good day.
Not.
And then, what was your father's name again?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out, because I can't disrespect him with the first name card when I can't remember his first name.
Oh, that's good. I'll leave that to you.
It's just, I don't know, what's a fucking good name? Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo
All
del
right.
Toro. That works.
Okay. And if I says Lorenzo, could I speak with you in private? There's some information on a friend that might be able to help you. Father nods and like gives you an eyebrow of like, don't get into trouble. This isn't over. This eyebrow battle isn't over.
Squints.
And he'll go off with the good pastor.
Is
Mother
Mom still
itself.
there?
Mom is torn between following along or doing something else or making sure to keep an eye on you.
He'll let her make her decision, but if she stays around, he'll talk to her.
Mhm.
He will give her a look of, you can follow if you want. You don't have to stay here because of me. He'll say that, actually.
Gives you a look. You're not going to get in trouble, are you?
I'm in a church, Mom. I'm not going to do anything.
I just have to worry about you. No
Promise.
coffee.
No coffee.
Good. Pops your face. Oh, I'm so happy I have 2 weeks with you.
Ow. How very well dare you, Jordan?
What?
It's a weekend.
It's a weekend?
It's a week into the 2 weeks, and she says, I'm
Oh
so
yeah,
happy I have
yeah,
2 weeks with you.
yeah,
How very well dare you? Me too.
She goes off.
He's just gonna, hands in pockets, walk around and check out the church. I mean, it's a new building. At least I can appreciate the architecture or something. I'll find something to appreciate in this hell building.
Okay, okay. Um, as you're kind of, are you looking outside at all?
Sure, why not?
Okay. You see a few cars in black that are around. I'm not sure exactly what holds these cars in black, but they stand out to you for some reason.
Hmm. I'm gonna take that as a good thing, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Just assume it's the good old medic training happening again.
Okay. Eventually, your father and your mother do kind of find you, ready to leave. Father has a few envelopes in his hands now that he didn't have before.
Obviously looks down at the envelopes.
Let's get back home.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's tradition.
I know that doesn't exactly mean much.
Heads for the door. Not in the church.
The
I
church.
promised I wouldn't argue in the church before fictional Jesus.
You can take back the DJ, you heathen,
Duh.
as you drive home.
Black
Okay.
car's still out there when we leave?
Hmm?
Black car's still out there when we leave?
The cars are still out there when you leave.
Okay. He side eyes them, but nothing terribly obvious.
Not terribly obvious, but you do spot them. But unless you say anything, it's mostly kind of a silent drive home from, at least on your father's side. Your mother is always asking questions, always doting on you.
Oh, he will give all the answers. He loves his mom.
Of course. It makes it hurt more when you realize that some of the questions he asks, he already asked you this morning.
Answer them again.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's not fine. It's him not getting her to a fucking click.
Yeah. Your mother feels tired, so when you get home, she does go and take a nap. A sudden fatigue.
Empathy, her, before she heads off.
Sure.
3 successes.
She's happy to have you around. Seems like she is fine, but I'll give you a bit more with your empathy. At least medical-wise, you can tell that her condition is, well, not like drastically worsening. It's always worrying. It's always on your mind, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the sudden fatigue might have something to do with that. Wasn't a thing before, but now it's something. It's weird.
Could I combo it with a medical check? Intelligence medical?
I'll say yes.
Okay. Would psychology factor in?
I'm gonna say no.
Study of the brain. Okay.
Study of the brain.
7 minus 3 is 4. Whoa! 2 successes.
Okay. She's not faking it. There is just a sudden kind of set of fatigue. You do know that sudden fatigue is can be from stress, could be from any number of ailments.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure she wasn't like coming down
Having a
with something.
stroke.
Yeah. He'll give her a hug before she heads up.
Mm-hmm.
And then turn to face the inevitable conversation.
Da father.
Da father. Let's see, is he in the living room or the kitchen?
He's in the kitchen, sitting down, reading glasses on.
Castle will walk in and Lena kind of, you know how there's the opening of the corner and there's like the little corner next to it? So he slips in and kind of leans against the corner and crosses his arms.
You're free now. You can do as you wish.
I had a feeling you wanted to talk about something.
He's silent for a bit as he kind of regards you. No.
No?
Nothing. Opens up the envelopes.
Fucking detective lie.
Sure.
Lying's a sin, Dad. Raro. Alright, so... Oh no, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check my backpack really quick. I think I forgot to bring my charger. I do have my phone I can hop on, but the recording will most certainly die.
Uh-oh.
Which is not great. Did I bring this? I did not. Okay, so I'm gonna need to swap over to my phone pretty soon here then, probably.
Okay. If you want, we can end here, and then when you're all situated again, we can start up the recording whenever.
Thingy is, I won't be available again because I'm heading back to Mom's.
Ah.
And so I won't be. Well, actually, never mind. I got a plan. I'll be back in a second. Let me end recording here, part 1.